You have reached a season in your life where proving yourself to others is no longer necessary. God is making it clear that your worth is not determined by human opinions. You have spent too much time trying to earn the approval of those who never truly appreciated you, but now that chapter is closing. No longer will you exhaust yourself chasing validation from people who refuse to see your divine value. For years, you might have believed that blending in was the key to acceptance. You sought love and recognition, only to find yourself feeling isolated and misunderstood. The truth is, you were never meant to conform. You were destined to stand out, to be set apart, and to reflect the greatness that God placed within you. Stop questioning why you never fit in. Instead, embrace the uniqueness that makes you who you are. You are a radiant light in a world filled with darkness. That is why you never felt comfortable in certain environments. God has been protecting you from spaces filled with toxicity, negativity, and ungodliness. He removed you from relationships that drained you, workplaces that undervalued you, and friendships that did not serve your spiritual growth. You were never rejected. You were redirected for something greater. Trying to fit in only brought unnecessary struggle into your life. The more you tried to prove yourself, the more you felt out of place. That was not a mistake. It was divine intervention. God designed you for a purpose far greater than blending in with the crowd. You are called to rise above, to walk a path that is different from the masses, and to fulfill a divine mission that cannot be accomplished by seeking worldly validation. You were never meant to remain in toxic environments. Whether it was an unsupportive family, a manipulative social circle, or a workplace that drained your spirit, those places could not contain the greatness inside of you. God saw how hard you tried to be accepted, and He is now lifting you out of those situations. Do not mourn the loss of connections that were never meant to be permanent in your life. Every time someone underestimated you, they were unknowingly setting you up for a divine elevation. God is now placing you in a position where those who once looked down on you will have to acknowledge His favor over your life. The people who overlooked your worth will soon see the power of God's hand working in your favor. What once seemed like rejection was actually protection. You no longer need to chase after validation. Instead, focus on walking confidently in the identity that God has given you. Your value does not decrease because others fail to see it. God has already affirmed your worth, and that is all that matters. Stop seeking approval from those who were never assigned to your destiny. God is calling you to step into your authority. You are not meant to live in the shadows, trying to gain the acceptance of those who do not appreciate your presence. He is raising you up to be a leader, a beacon of light, and a testimony of His glory. Those who once doubted you will soon witness the fullness of what God has placed inside of you. There is a reason why good always triumphs over evil. Your righteousness is not a weakness, it is your greatest strength. While others may have chosen to compromise their morals to fit in, you remained steadfast in your faith. Now, God is rewarding your faithfulness by positioning you above those who once ridiculed you. What was meant to break you is only making you stronger. You may have spent years feeling like the outcast, but the truth is, you were being set apart for something greater. Those who rejected you were never meant to walk with you into your next season. Let go of the need to be understood by those who were never meant to understand you. God's plan for your life is unfolding exactly as it should. You were never created to fit inside a box. The world tried to confine you to its standards, but God's purpose for you exceeds human limitations. Stop allowing others to dictate who you are meant to be. Embrace the freedom that comes from knowing that you are exactly who God intended you to be. People may try to place labels on you, but their opinions do not define you. God has already spoken over your life, and His words hold the ultimate authority. Walk boldly in your purpose, knowing that you were chosen for something far greater than human validation. Those who tried to hold you back are now watching as you soar. The ones who doubted you are now witnessing your breakthrough. God is making an example out of your life, showing others that faithfulness, righteousness, and obedience lead to divine favor. Do not let anyone convince you otherwise. You are no longer bound by the opinions of others. Your only obligation is to fulfill the assignment that God has placed on your life. Do not waste another moment worrying about what others think. Their approval is not required for the blessings that God has in store for you. God is giving you the confidence to move forward without hesitation. He is removing every doubt, every fear, and every insecurity that once held you back. The chains that once restricted you have been broken. You are free. Free to grow, free to prosper, and free to become everything that God has called you to be. Repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, I thank you for reminding me that I am valuable in your eyes. I no longer need the approval of others because you have already approved me. Lord, give me the strength to walk in confidence, knowing that my worth is found in you alone. Help me to resist the temptation to seek validation from the world. I pray for healing in my heart from every rejection I have faced. Turn my pain into purpose and my setbacks into divine setups for your glory. God, I surrender every insecurity, every doubt, and every fear to you. Fill me with boldness and courage to walk in the calling you have placed on my life. Lord, bless me with discernment so that I may recognize the people and places that are aligned with your purpose for me. Remove anything that hinders my growth. I thank you for elevating me in due season. I trust that your timing is perfect and that you are leading me to greater heights. God, I release every past hurt and embrace the freedom that comes with knowing that I am loved, chosen, and set apart by you. Lord, teach me to walk in humility, never seeking revenge against those who once rejected me. Instead, let me be a vessel of your love and grace. I declare that I am no longer in bondage. Every chain that once held me back is broken, and I am stepping into the fullness of my destiny. God, I thank you for your unwavering love, for always guiding me and for making me who I am. I trust in your plan and walk forward with faith. Amen.